Oh, this is a fun topic. I want to dive deep into this weird topic. People might be scared of this topic. uh, if you have to choose, which one would you choose? The ability to open the gate to heaven or the ability to open the gate to hell? Which door would you choose? I choose the hell. That'd be more funner. The gate to hell and releasing all the demons and all the evilness. Well, technically, if you think it's evil, it's evil. But it depends on how you see it, right? For me, I want to be friend with the devil, Lucifer. I wanted him to become my ally. And you'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Well, like I said, it's gonna be a fun topic for me to talk about. I think that too many often the world they use the devil or the uh, whether it's devil karma or something evil that caused them to where they to be where they are now. But this is the fun topic, so I like to use my imagination just to conjure up to be friend with the devil and the Lucifer because it's fun. It's not. I don't believe in hell or heaven. Whatever after you die, um, you're what's inside of your body. You're a physical being, right? But what inside of you will live on. The energy or whatever consciousness will live on. People say you have no proof. Well, I have proof that I astral projected out of my body, so I have proof on that. For me, anyway, you can't have proof. I can't not show you. I can't show people that. It's like they're gonna be watching me sleep. They're gonna be watching me sleep the whole hour, and they say, "Johnny, I don't see any like astral projection here. What are you doing? You can't. It's it's a it's a inner experience." So I would call this because I wanted to cover the the law. If is the law of attraction evil or is it of the devil? Um, when people are beginning to search out, the word law of attraction, I would call it the. For me, this would be is the law of attraction evil and the mystical experience because I like to sound cool, right? Not sound cool, not me, but I meant the word sound cool, okay? The word sound cool sounds sexy, okay? Because basically, when you hear a spiritual path, spiritual journey, spiritual all this, it's like it kind of bored me a little bit. Like we hear this already. So the mystical experience. So when you experience the people probably ask like Johnny, you don't read about the law of attraction. It can't be read. And then I was like thinking the reason why I'm reading the book on the law of attraction because I experienced something within me. Then I go search it for it because it's something that I remember when I was looking into Esther Hicks stuff. What was it? Not or whatever you want to call it, Abraham Hicks, and they have all they have where people tell you to. I remember I was sitting on like a drawer downstairs or something, and I just would sit still, and I would imagine about 17 seconds to uh, increase my level of vibration positively. So when you go out into the world, you affect the world and the world that around you surround you. You experience the joy, the goodness, and good things happen in your life based upon the way you activate. They call it the activation of the law of attraction, right? But it's not about the attraction they say, right? It is the what's inside you. Everybody who I experience, I mean, not experience, that's weird. Uh, Interview, it's something inside them that they have experienced. Uh, the law of attraction, at first, when I was beginning to become aware about the law of attraction, it was something inside of me. then I go search it out. It's something inside of you. You can't explain it to someone who never, because I was watching my chain. Uh, you can't explain it to someone who never experienced spirituality, who never experienced energy, or you can't explain it to someone who never are in tune with themselves. Uh, it's really hard to talk about it because you can't talk about intuition. You can't talk about the law of attraction. You can't talk about the inner experience that people have. You can't talk about astral projections or any other inner body that we experience within ourselves. I can speak about it. Some people, people who experience it, they would understand it because they have experienced themselves. They saw themselves. They play with energy. They experience that, but it's very hard. Other things that you can explain about, the logical side, the technical side of life, you can explain, but you can't explain something that happened on within you, and which that gave birth to this awareness. Because when the law of attraction people, when people who are finding out law of attraction is, and when they get introduced, they could be scared because people might give them might direct them into a path when they search and they saw something. The secret is the devil, and they might believe that because someone tell them that, but it's not the devil. It is, how can it be the devil if it's inside of you, right? um, how can it be the devil if the law of attraction or this life gave it's something good. It helped you to stay alive. Like, I know that people don't believe that like the most successful people have used this energy within them to guide them to success. That I do believe that there is a consciousness, or there is something, uh, this this universe is somehow it's guiding each and everybody to their own unique path. I don't know what that is, but I do know this, that there is a like, people think that you're crazy when you talk about it because they don't quite understand it, because they're using logic to justify, or they use logic to understand what's going on inside of a human being. That the intuition, the energy, the consciousness within you, it's an extension of God or the source or relationship with that. But the thing is, you have to experience yourself. You can't just explain it to someone and they understand it. They have to experience them themselves. I cannot explain people how I use feel energy, right? From people, whether they're good or bad. They have to try out for themselves. They have to at least because when you're feeling energy, it's based on very intuition based. It's not on the left brain. I think it has to be with the right. It's almost like you're using your imagination, but it's like you're in tune with yourself. Anyway, is the law of attraction evil? I don't think so. I mean, if the law of attraction is for the good of your life, or for whatever, the high law of attraction is your highest good, for your highest good, I don't think it's evil in a way. I mean, if The Secret, the movie, think about this, because I wanted to do a topic that's fun. That is, it's funny as shit, because it's funny because my whole life, uh, I watch supernatural stuff, like the supernatural. It's funny because fucking something happened, and they open the gate to hell, and all the demons fly out. That's fun shit. But think about this: if Rhonda Byrne, who made the movie The Secret, uh, and she pour her heart out, and she contact Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield, all these people, and try to film them, right, and then put it out into the world, and it awake or make people aware about this, is that necessarily evil? Think about it. She's in service of humanity. She's in service to the masses and the general population. But what happened is, the masses and general populations, they've been conditioned to think that voodoo, witchcraft, any type of uh, energy system, any way to manipulate your energy or to cause to conquer to what was it, to somehow magically uh, uh, what was it, how does it stir the vibrational frequency within the body and somehow because if you think about this, right, logically, if you think about this, it sounds fucking nuts. It sounds fucking absolutely crazy. Like somehow within your body, you can just fucking um like play with a energy that fucking switch on or it doesn't switch on and off. You get to choose, right? And that somehow you can just fucking switch that shit, and that shit just like you fucking tap into this power, just your energy, whatever that people have, and they send that shit out to the universe and they come back to them. That's freaky, isn't it? It's like it's like fucking weird. Like no, like it's weird. Think about it. If your whole life you live your life inside a box, and your whole life you see a version of a box, and that you're separate from the world, right? Think about this. You're separate from the car. You're separate from the food that you eat. You're separate from the tree, the nature, and forever you're separated because that's what the world tells you, that you're separated from the universe. And and then you start playing what's inside of you. You start to understand the system, the energy, what's inside of you that uh, that you send out. It's weird, right? And you focus so much energy that you like you just send that shit out and it come back. It's weird. It's really it looked like fucking the devil, right? It's like, how is this the devil's? It's like maybe you're working with the devil. That people might think, right? But think about this. If so, I think that there's many levels to understand about the law of attraction, or because each level unlocks. Okay, so let's say like you go into this mystical experiences that you have, mystical journey that you go down, and there's each level you unlock a new door, new understanding of yourself, of the world, and new consciousness opens up, right? And once you understand that, then because think about this, when people are introduced to the law of attraction, they're either in pain or they want to have something good in their life, or I don't know, something happened in their life. For me, something I want something good, or to train my mind to be positive, and that something when they're searching, that's a low level of understanding, and they're when they are going through the law of attraction, they're at a very low consciousness level, perception level, and understanding level. And if they only understand about the law of attraction and they're only using their energy um, just to attract good in their life, that's a low level of understanding. Then there's a higher as you go through whatever you're here meant to do. You unlock another level of understanding as you grow in spirituality, your who you are as a person, and as you grow on your dream, as you move towards your dream, right? Move towards your what you're here to serve, to do. You unlock a new understanding. It's like you unlock a new ability to understand, to that there's a level. And so that's why I call it law of attraction trap, because like oftentimes people are trapped within the low level of perception and frequency, and that there is a when they understand and open their mind up, which is their awareness, their they they're tuned into a higher level of consciousness, and they and then when they work on on themselves, on their consciousness, on becoming the greater the greater them. What happens is they attract something outside. They attract mentors. They attract friends that are that have. Okay, so they attract people who have been working on themselves for a long time, and that they've been doing the work, and they've been uh, uh, guiding people in that direction. They've been doing this for years, but it's something that inside of them that they tapped, and nobody can explain it to you in a way that you when you first experience the law of attraction, and you might be very skeptical about it because you never, like, the world have told you a bunch of lies and bullshit that people tell you a bunch of this and that, and they never explain uh, what's happening inside of you. So if you're very skeptical, you should test it out. I test it during my journey of figuring out the law of attraction or what's inside me. I've been testing it because I was like, nah, this I must be crazy. Like, there's no such thing. But every time I interview, there's people experience this within themselves, and they tell the story about how it changed their life, or how whatever they went through, their mystical experiences, their spiritual journey, whatever that is the gateway to do it. Now, if God were intended that this law to be evil, and think about it, if it was evil, you wouldn't be able to figure out that if you just decide what you want, or you become clear about what you want, and somehow you're working toward your dreams or journey or service, and all the good things that you ever will come to you because you're doing the work, and the good things that you put out into the world based upon uh, what you know or what you experience, or that you're helping people, or the value that you offer to the world. The greatest thing. I mean, that's the thing that when the law of attraction people, when they, or the beginners, when they beginning on their journey, it's a journey for them. They have to discover for themselves, and as they discover that, and as they move towards something that they want, or something that one day they will come to realize that it all will take them to close to love, or they call it also service to mankind or humanity. I think that's the whole truth about the law of attraction. That if they stay stuck where they are about the law of attraction and owning about them, that's the only quality uh, great things in their life. It's just only in manifesting the things that they ever wanted, but they never experience bliss. They never experience the true joy of life, of helping people, or and building the friendship with people that helps and guide them. That's what I experience. Like, when you're on this journey, you might be confused. You might not understand it. Your family might understand what you're going through, because um, it's something inside. It's not. It's so hard to explain it, because, like, it's very, like, you feel it in yourself. That's weird, but you feel it inside of yourself, and that the way it's when you're when people I remember when people come to into the law of attraction, they say, oh, is this true, or can you actually manifest this? It's just that I can explain it to you, but you have to go off and try to experience that yourself. And so that brings me closer to, is the law of attraction is evil? No, If the universe intended that to be, then it wouldn't help you guide you into your highest, most powerful, most the good thing that you do for the world. Like it wouldn't do that. I mean, if it would, then it would trick you into um, going into a direction that destroy you. Uh, uh, this experience led you to amazing people, right? This led this experience, this law of attraction, the key, led you to a path that you built for yourself, and that you and it helped you to retrain your mind, retrain the way that you use your mind or brain, whatever, the way that you've been using it wrong. That if you use it with intent, with focus, with uh, like you've been you've been uh, guided to hone the skill, and that when as you hone the skill, you focus that energy, and bam, off you go. That you send out the signal, and the signal hears. That this universe, it's very it's your energy. It's a communication system to the universe. It's a communication system through which energy flows through you to other people. So when you tap that, when you activate that within you, it's always there. Um, my friend Michael Lozier, he says this in his book: you can reset your vibrational frequency. That you can tap into this level. You can turn it to a negative or a positive, right? And you can switch it on. And people have the ability just to focus their energy and to change the mood. When you change the mindset, when you change the mood, and I remember when you also change the way that I like the way that Tony Robbins does it when he's what was it, talk to his subconscious mind and do that, and it train his body to uh, achieve the things that he want in life, and to help other people. That's what all we want. All the good people, whoever provide great service, if they're actually good or bad, I don't know, but if they're good people and people who are enthused about the law of attraction, they wanted to talk about this because it changed their life. It changed the way that they saw about the world. It changed the way that they have a relationship with themselves or with God, um, or the universe. I don't care what you want to call it. They, it's when you have an experience you want to share with the world because you know that it can help people. Um, and when you help people, you are helping yourself, and that is the beautiful things you could do for people. But it ultimately had to do what's inside of them, not what outside of them. It's not. It's a mystical experience that's you hold the key to the kingdom of God. When you tap into this kingdom of God, every what you call heavens uh, is heaven. You know how like people in the uh, I remember when I was a kid and we were reading about we were there were people who were Jehovah's Witness, and we were reading about the paradise, and that people who forever trying to die living a good life, right? People die. So people not okay. So think about this. People are waiting for to die, and so they can go to the paradise of heaven. That they can go into heaven and will have paradise. But they forgot. What if that the paradise is here? That they're losing focus. That that's the way that God want them to experience is within this realm of physical reality, whether the paradise is here. And the way that we experience bliss, paradise, it's within us, and then we use that and hone that to whatever that journey take us to their dreams, purpose in life, or to more open their mind and consciousness. Because we're all here to raise our level of consciousness, our level of more of understanding what's inside of ourselves and the connection with God and the universe and with people. Because you do have that connection with people. It's just that people are using logic to explain their experience, or they're trying to use what people tell them that is not true. And when people who go into the law of attraction, um, they felt alone, as I did. I felt alone, understanding about the law of attraction, because I felt I was going crazy nuts, that you cannot tap inside of you and somehow you activate this uh, what's inside of you, and you cannot tap it to have a good life. You can't tap it to or activate it to send a signal or communicate the signal to the universe with your intuition. You can't, because when you tap into your intuition, people think that you're crazy or talking to yourself. But uh, when when people become great, they listen to the still small voice within them. And when I was going through that, I was like, holy shit, this is weird. Like, it's so weird. I thought I was like, I was researching and I was like, this can't be true. And because I try to use logic and try to, like, because over the years as you grow up, you've been conditioned to see the outside world as outside of you. So you have um, your lens is uh, being um, seen by physical reality. That that the physical reality has no relationship with you at all. Like you don't understand that like you like the what's what's on the plate or what's the book. It's not that it have no relationship with you whatsoever. But people forget that whatever happened, they talk about the Big Bang theory, and gave birth to this universe. And so, what make them think that they're separated from the universe if that the universe spit out um, this universe creates, right? And that this universe, all the things that ever in your skin, your cell, um, it's in, it's you're the universe, and you cannot be separate of that. But that's a level. That's a level of maybe as I go more onto this mystical journey of interviewing people, I will unlock or understand or raise my level of consciousness more, because uh, as you as you increase the level of understanding and consciousness, you increase the level um, and that which you succeed in life, or that you will attract something greater than you to propel you to your journey, experience, whatever that may be. And I think that everybody know this. Well, my audience anyway, they experience something inside of them. That's why they like what I have to hear and offer, because they understand that it's what's inside of them. Now, I might not have all the answer. I might never will, but I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to uh, find out try to every listen every person aspect of life and what they experience within themselves, not what outside of them, what inside of them, that cause them to seek this answer, to seek this message, to do what they do in each and every one life. That's it. Um, is the law of attraction evil? No. If it was, um, then I would not have interviewed Bob Doy from hit movie The Secret or other law of attraction people. Hell no, I don't think that's evil. So, see you next time.